The collaboration between Revival and Whites started with me knowing about Whites for some years, and they kind of stood out from everyone else. Similar to Revival, Whites seems to approach everything they do with kind of an old school mentality.
And so it was kind of a natural for two companies like us to get together and produce a product that had that quality and heritage and a great story to tell. And I think it ties the brands together well.
They use some modern techniques, but for the most part, they're still making all their boots by hand. They're putting a lot of care and love into each individual piece. It puts their boots at a premium price, but in my opinion, nothing worth having is cheap. So that was kind of perfect for us.
So unique to Revival Cycles boot is the Kevlar stitching, as well as Revival's branding on the tongue. The two-tone features from black rough out into smooth leather on the bottom, designed for performance as well as looks great. A lot of our customers wore our boots to ride bikes in anyway because it fit so well and offered so much protection. But we added some attributes with the advice of Revival as to how to make that tailored even more to someone who would ride a bike.
One of my general issues with riding boots has always been that the shifter pad was always on the left foot.
For Revival, it's our first effort at a shifter pad design on both the left and the right shoe.
Because vintage Italian bikes and vintage British bikes are often have the shifter on the right-hand side. So I wanted it to be universal to European bikes and modern bikes that have the shifter on the left-hand side. I've always remembered the ridged layered leather of the spacesuits from Space Odyssey 2001, which is really what informed the entire shifter pad design. Nicely sewn lines onto pieces of leather that create that ridge. It found its way into our motorcycle boot.
So in addition to the men's collaboration product, we also do a women's boot as well. It's a little rounder toe, but it's got the same attributes. It's Kevlar stitching, it's got the shifter pad for protection, as well as complete handmade, hand-sewn boot.
In general, our motto at Revival is buy fewer, nicer things. You buy something more expensive that will last longer. This was designed to be an heirloom piece, something that you wear for many, many years. You come to love, it comes to be a part of your life, like many things, and it's not disposable. Whites has a rebuilding program that's literally second to none.
When we use all leather, there's really nothing that can't be replaced. We take the existing quarters or uppers and we remove the rest of the boot and we build a brand new pair using the old quarters. That typically costs about half the price of a new pair of boots. You wear them, you break them in, you repair them, you keep wearing them. You really can't put a price on comfort. This heirloom piece, this ties in well with what Revival does because they truly are hand-built products that the makers are proud of.
It will be something that when you're gone, your kids are going to want to keep because they know how much you value this thing.